go. All right, folks, those of you who have stuck around with us, thanks for waiting on us to get back to action here at Show Park. See if we can get a little bit better focus for you. All right, it's probably the best I can do on the video side. Apologies for those following along back at home near Suffern. You know, Isaac on Twitter was kind enough to retweet us. Hopefully he's watching along. Met him at state playoffs last year. Very nice gentleman. Really appreciate all the help getting the word out here that we have the Mounties and the Wildcats here at Show Park up near Syracuse, New York. 1-0 in Suffern's favor right now as they cut up the ice a little bit. 6-6 are the shots in favor of neither side, of course. One penalty for each side in the first 15 minutes of play, and neither side was able to convert on the power play. So far, been a pretty fluid game. See if we can keep things going here in the second period. Of course, switched ends. And if you're just joining us just now, tough to see along the near side boards as we get an early shot here and a try. It was saved at the back by Madika. Early shot there taken by Robbie Michelle. Tough to see along the near boards. See if we can actually kind of hang over there. Looks like we're at this angle right here. So we'll see if we can make it a little bit better for you as this thing's a little bit more mobile with the device we have now. We're on the smartphone. The beauties of technology. We try and go back to the regular computer setup for the third period, but the batteries in that are hurting right now. So we're going to try and give them a little break so we can give you a third period on that in just a little bit. 14:30 as we control and neutralize with Michelle. He'll jump along the far side and will eventually carry him over to Jones. Jones will lose the handle over back up to Michelle in the neutral zone. Play off the glass, then gloved down by John Costa. Costa will play across ice pass and can't get a connection there. Going to the near side corner. Now she's trying to get some offense going here in an upcoming penalty against West Jenny's second power play of the game for the Mounties if they can put the extra skater on. Here he comes. Chances to try and backhand one across the slot. Now we'll have some deflections and people running into each other. It'll be a goal for Suffern. Before the goal came off the pegs, we'll have a goal for the Mounties. You saw it here. We have it on the HD video for afterward. But what do you know? Another controversial score here between these two. Of course, last season that shootout goal for West Genesee was wiped away. Suffern ended up going up to win that shootout, win the state title over Saratoga. Another goal, 7th shot of the game for Suffern, and they score and they take a 2-0 lead on West Genesee. Taken away, one-on-one try right in front of the save will be made that time. Backhand try against Burns, he came up with the save that time. Power play comes up big for the Mounties that time. They take advantage. 13:35 left in the period here. 2-0 Suffern out in front. Back in behind the Suffern goal. Now played out into the neutral zone. This will get the length of the ice and get back behind West Genesee. It's touched in the neutral zone though, and it won't be an icing penalty. Play back in behind. Foster's there for West Genesee. Play it out along the far side boards. Can't get in the neutral ice though, as Suffern's able to hold it in. Finally taken out by Farrell into the neutral zone. Now here come the Wildcats back the other way. Slung around the boards. We said apologies for those watching back near Suffern, also across the state here. I think we had somebody check in from Clifton Park, Saratoga watchers, so we appreciate the follow. Batteries are hurting, so you're on the smartphone right now, so if it's a little herky-jerky, you might just want to put it in the background. Check your fantasy football team. We'll have much smoother, much steadier video on the replay later on YouTube. We gotta make do with what we have. Back in behind, eventually controlled by Kevin Hill. Hill looking to pass, gets one into the slot, and then the defense is there to knock it away for the Wildcats, but they can't clear the zone. Get one all the way back on, shot, it goes just wide. Burns was beaten there, but it went wide of the goal. It's Tiso who had to try that time. I think we're going to have a penalty back in behind the play, and we will. We're going to have a cross-check called here against Suffern, so second power play chance of the game for West Genesee upcoming. Like we said, sorry folks for the shaky video. The replay will be much better. Promise there. 12-13 left in the second period. Shots are 9-9, but the goals are 2-0 in favor of Suffern. So 1:10 left on the power play for West Genesee, but they lose the handle here and able to bleed some time off is Suffern as they bring it into Wildcat ice. The defense finally recovers there, and now they'll bring it back the other way. Try and get the pass up the left side to Jones. Jones couldn't get the handle, but he dumped back into West Genesee zone. Skaters have changed for both sides, at least a couple. And now here come the Wildcats back the other way, trying to get on the neutral ice, but the penalty kill for the Mounties taking care of business right now. 38 seconds left on the power play. 11:19 left in the second period. Back in behind. Whistle. I think we're going to have interference. Can't tell if it's on West Genesee or Suffern, though. We are going to have interference this time against West Genesee, so we're going to play a little 4-on-4 hockey for 33 seconds, and then it'll be an abbreviated power play for the Mounties. Who won the state semifinal over West Genesee last year. Interference is the call against West Genesee. 10:57 left in the period. 12 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Then an abbreviated power play for the Mounties to be their third of the game. Last time they had the advantage, they took advantage and got the second goal of this one. 3, 2, 1, and now the Mounties are on the power play as they come through the slot. Wow, Burns, it goes just wide. Driving through the zone there was Hill. He got the shot. Burns was able to get some padding to it. Eventually knocked it just wide right. Was able to cover. Now we're going to have a face-off coming up in West Genesee ice. 52 seconds left on the power play for Suffern. 10:39 left in the period. They're up 2-0. Held in by Hill. Move back out to the point with Mahoney. Back to Hill. Back to Mahoney at the stripe. Now he goes back to Hill again in that far side circle. Shot on and a save is made. Again, apologies for the focus and the shakiness of the online product right now. Doing the best we can. Big hit there, and West Genesee going to be able to bleed some time off of this power play here. Gets back to Medica in goal. He'll play it over to Mahoney. Mahoney will play it all the way around. Looks like it's Billy Osborne there, but it's hard to see. As you can tell, hard to see on the near side boards. Here comes Suffern in the attacking third, though. They have 15 seconds left on the advantage. Up top of the slot, shot gets all the way through to Burns. He gets a stick on it, though, and able to knock it back in behind. Defender without his stick out in front. Stuck in the corner, eventually cleared out of the zone. It'll get the length of the ice as West Genesee tries to get a change in. 9:43 left in the period. End of the advantage, breakaway opportunity for Suffern. Shot, a save is made by Burns with a glove. Much more exciting second period as things get going here. 9:37 left. Suffern has the last 5 shots on goal, and they have a 14-9 advantage in that department. Now 2-0 advantage on the scoreboard. They'll keep it in, sling it back in behind around Burns, who made that big save. Maybe that's a spark the Wildcats need to get back into this thing. 9.5 left in the period. Sorry about the finger in front of the lens at home. This one will be dumped in. Looks like we're going to have icing against the Mounties, and they'll move it all the way down into the Suffern zone. Fans starting to get on some of the Suffern players, and they're starting to jaw back and forth a little bit. John Costa had a couple of things to say that time. 9:25 left in the period. 2-0 Suffern out in front. Draw yet to be controlled by either side yet. Now the Mounties emerge with it. Bring it up the left side with Jaeger. Jaeger brings it over the blue line. Try and get something going here. Gets a shot on Burns. They'll make the save, and it goes right back to the attacker. Play it back out to the point near the blue line. Shot up coming in to deflect off a couple, and it'll go wide to the right. Now in the far side corner. Back over there will be Redgate as he comes back in behind. Couldn't decide which way he wants to go. Now we'll bring it right underneath our feet. Back drop into the corner. Trying to see who's going to emerge with it. Now we're back in the corner one more time as Verboy has it back in behind. Now looking to try and get something set up, and it's going to deflect off a fender back onto the blue line. Shot up coming, it's whiffed, and here come the Wildcats back the other way. Breakaway opportunity for Hanley. Had it knocked off his stick. Whistle eventually. Let's see if we had a penalty on that one. I think we did. Might have had interference on that one. Obscured from the referee's signal, but I think we are going to have another power play in this one for West Genesee. They do. They put 130 on the board against Rutherford. And we have a face-off coming up in Mountie ice. One by West Genesee. They'll hold in. Back and forth along the blue line. Send Rutherford in for hooking. That's what was announced. I couldn't see the signal from the referee. Hold it in. Michelle had it there for a second. Now we're back in the near side corner. Tough to see, as you can tell. I think we might have another penalty coming on this one. Again, just an obscured view here. Just a different kind of view of the sheet from this vantage point. And here comes the referee, and it looks like we're going to have a trip against Suffern. So a 5-on-3 upcoming for West Genesee, trying to cut into this 2-0 lead. Thank you for the patience at home, sticking with us in this one. So second penalty against Brennan, and this one's shot. This one's going to go just wide to the left, trying to deflect it off a couple there. The time was Michelle. Play it back out. He has it at the point, going back and forth. Another shot up coming here. This one's going to hit a couple in front and bounce away. That one came off Rothlob. Suffern's able to clear their ice, get some fresh legs on. Still 5-on-3 for another 30 seconds here. Big opportunity for West Genesee to get back in this one. Bring it up. Left side, bounce it off the boards, trying to get something going. They'll play it across ice. And now it'll go back out to Michelle out near the blue line. Bring it up through one of the circles, gets a pass in there. Chance in front, this one's going to be deflected away. It'll go back out near the blue line. Ruffalob will fire one in, this one's knocked away as well. 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3, and they're still going to have a power play for another 30 seconds after that. 7:10 left in the period, 2-0 Suffern in the lead. Another shot gets through, and a save is made. Medica hasn't let anything through just yet. Back in behind, couple get it pinned in behind there, including Aaron Jones for West Genesee. Bounced off a couple, back in behind. One more time, West Genesee trying to find a spot. They've had a 5-on-3 here, but they're down to 10 more seconds of power play time before they lose their advantage. 5:45 left. Shots in at 15-12 in Suffern's favor, and they will kill off the second penalty and kill off the 5-on-3. We're back at even strength. Deflect off a couple, misplay there. Chance in front for Suffern, shot to score! turnover stolen away by Rob Clark there. Found some friends and gave Suffern a 3-0 lead with 6:28 left in the second period. So officially credit the goal to Justin Tiso there. He was one that was able to backhand it home. A hiccup there in our broadcast online against apologies for the blurriness and the shakiness of the online product right now. Trust me, the 720 60 frames a second is going to look pretty nice on YouTube afterwards, though. 3-0, Suffern in the lead. I'm Ben Myers for AuburnPub.com, bringing you the action here from Shove Park in Camillus between these two New York State semifinalists last year. 3-0, Suffern has the lead, up 16-12 in the shots department. West Genesee almost had an opportunity there to try and get one back, but the Mounties are able to thwart the advantage. 5:40 left in the second period. In the neutral zone, trying to get over to Clark, who had that steal that set up the goal for Tiso just a few moments ago. Michelle back in behind his own goal, play it out to the right side, can't get it out. He made a little whiff there on that clearance. Now he'll take it out himself, just carry it through the neutral zone. Over the blue line, backhands there, taken away by Clark to play it up off the boards. Michelle goes into said boards. Taken back by West Genesee. Now they'll dump it in along the left-hand side. Can't get anything going though, as Madika's able to corral it back in behind. Now he's helped out by his defender, Brennan. And right after that 5-on-3 chance, Suffern comes right back down and scores their third goal of the day. And that little sequence right there could be one of the biggest of this game thus far. In behind, eventually corralled by the Wildcats. Here they come. A little 3-on-2 back the other way. Can't get anything going really though, as Eric Kurtz just slings it around the boards to the far side. Controlled over there by Brennan. He'll get it back out on the neutral ice. Foster had it for a second, played across to his defensive mate. But now it'll get dumped back into West Genesee ice. 4:22 left in the second period, 3-0. Suffern leads West Genesee. Shots are 12-16 in favor of Suffern. Like you can see here, a little just tough to see along these near side boards. There's a lot of eyes on this one. Back and forth through neutral ice. West Genesee can't get anything started. Wildcats are going to try the other side of the sheet now, go with Jones. He'll lose it back in the neutral zone now. Now coming back will be for Boys. He'll have it dropped back into his own zone with 3:40 left in the period. Far side boards, here come the Mounties trying to get something going again. Redgate had it on his stick, now he'll have it hacked away. Now a shot gets through on Burns, he'll make the stick save back in behind. West Genesee out at the point. This was going to deflect off a defender and back out in neutral ice. In pursuit is Costa, and he has it. He'll try and spin it back around. Reset the attack. Here comes Suffern. Wind up in a shot. That's going to go wide to the right. This one will be backhanded along, and that's on the outside of the netting. And I think we're going to have a stoppage in play here. A stoppage in play. I think we're going to have a hand pass called. Let's see. We're going to have a hand pass called against Suffern. No, we're going to have a cross check. There's going to be a cross check against Suffern here, and they're going to put West Genesee back on the power play. Check is the call against Suffern. Nick Jager's the guilty party this time. 2:54 left in the period. Hand pass was the call against West Genesee, so they'll bring it down into the Wildcat zone. Face-off will come to Burns' right-hand side. It'll be won by the Wildcats and played on the neutral zone. Bring it up to the left side through Jones. He'll play it along the boards. Eventually it'll end up all the way over with Procopio. He can't get anything going though. Be back knocked out through the neutral zone. Now back into the West Genesee end. Pursuit finally picked up by Procopio at the back. Now Michelle's there to help him out. Play across ice. Go over to Jones again on the left. All the way around one more time, trying to find a chink in the armor. As Shatner's taken down, then it'll be played off the boards and into the neutral zone. 36 seconds left on the power play, 2:14 left in the period. Suffern able to kill a little bit off this. Nice back check there with the poke away from the Wildcat defenders catching up on the play. You can see the people ring the rink here. It's a pretty popular game between these two New York State semifinals from a year ago. Suffern also won that one, also had 3 goals in that one. They had to win it in a shootout. 10 seconds left on the advantage, 1:45 left in the period. Michelle back in behind, he'll be engaged there. That time it was Vervois that hit him, knocked it away, and now he's going to have to collect it again behind his own goal one more time. 1:35 left as we go back to full strength for both sides. Mahoney and Hanley met back in behind the goal, and we have a whistle on the ice here, and we'll see what happened. Looks like we're going to have a slash called against someone out there. See who they send into the sin bin. So guilty party will be Robbie Michelle. Shot on, saved by Burns, and leg it into the far side, but the power play for Suffern right now, and that actually got one of the defenders right in the face mask as Suffern comes back the other way. Top of the slot, can't get anything on it. Good time trying to get it going was Kevin Hill, who's been in the middle of quite a few things for the Mounties thus far. Back up underneath us, I'll bring it back in behind. This time will be Tiso, has a goal after that steal last time. Wind it up and Burns will make the save and it'll bounce straight back as we hit the 1 minute mark left in the second period. 3-0 Suffern out in front. Back behind, trying to get a pass there, shot and a score! Suffern takes a 4-0 advantage. Second goal with the extra man this period. Suffern leads this one. Second goal on the power play in the period. The Mounties asserting themselves in this one. Behind 4-0 here as we're trying to get things going once again at Show Park. 10 seconds left in the period. Ben Myers for AuburnPub.com bringing you the action here between West Genesee and Suffern. Mounties well out in front as the horn sounds. 4-0. Suffern leads this one as we head to the third period. West Genesee is going to have to find some magic if they want to get back in this one. I'm Ben Myers. Be back with a little bit more in just a little bit. Check the batteries. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you a little more clear and a little more steady camera action in the third period. Thanks for joining us. 4-0. Suffern leads West Genesee.